Howdy folks. Turn the music down. I'm going for McDonald's drive-thru at the moment. Let me just get a coffee. No makeup today, I feel rough. Yeah, I feel rough at the moment. I've got a cold. Doesn't feel like a chest infection yet though, so that's good.
Hi, can I take your order, please?
Hiya, can I have 2 large coffees, please?
2 large what, sorry?
Coffees.
What, are they black or white?
White, please.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
Please go to the window.
Ta. You don't eat much to please me. I just see the weirdest car, like a little square. Quite funny, with a little older lady driving it. I was like, okay, girl, go on then. And I just put diesel in my car for the first time since I got it. So yeah. God, I look rough. You'll have to deal with me looking rough today. I'm hoping to do a workout, like if I feel a bit better, but we'll see.
The 2 large white coffees. It's out there when it goes through.
Oh, sorry.
It's a ball. Do you want me to tap it for you?
Yeah.
It makes it easier.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
That has all gone through for you. Have a good day.
Cheers. So, yeah. I thought I'd say hi again because, you know, people seem to like it when I have a chit chat to camera. Well, I figure the truce is going okay apart from trolls still talking. But yeah, there's always going to be the odd troll, and it's up to the platform owner to be responsible for that. Like if someone came on my account, on my channel, talking about people that I've got a truce with, then I'd have to delete those comments and block those troll channels, you know. I never understood the troll thing anyway, like, you know, if you haven't got the bollocks to say it as yourself, it really doesn't mean anything, does it? Because it's just some dickhead that's trying to be horrible but hasn't, like, there's always a reason why they do it as a troll and not as themselves, you know. And it usually says more about who they are, the person behind the troll account, than it does about the person that they're trolling. Because if they were really believing they were doing the right thing, then they would do it as themselves, wouldn't they? They'd say it as themselves. But there always will be trolls. This is the internet after all. There always will be people with opinions, and I'm not really bothered what people's opinions are of me. Well, particularly those sort of people that use troll accounts to say something. I think there's no way that I'd ever be worried or bothered by what they say or think of me. Because I pretty much know who most are, you know what I mean? Because it's not hard to work out, is it? They're not exactly fucking the prime intelligent people of YouTube, are they? They don't cover themselves at all. But yeah, you know, every one of them that I know who is behind a troll account are people that I got no respect for, literally zero respect for them. So I'm like, why would I care what you say? And Neil Skunky, he's not going to care what anyone says either. He knows me better than all of you. Obviously, otherwise we wouldn't be together, would we? I weren't going to go, after my last experience, I wasn't going to try anything with anyone ever again. It just happened to be that Skunky popped up on my Facebook asking to be a friend, and we hadn't spoken for a long time, and he was the love of my life. Literally, he was the love of my life. That was the reason why I stopped dating, because no one else that I got with after him matched up to him in any way, shape or form. So, and I got fed up with it. I got fed up of being treated like in ways that I didn't want to be. So I gave up dating because it wasn't worth it. I was still in love with him, and I never expected to hear from him again. But I mean, literally every ex I've ever had has always come back for more, eventually. I assume that's because I'm not that bad a girlfriend. They don't come back for more unless they're like obsessed with you, you know what I mean? But yeah, I was happy to hear from him. It was more about, thank you. Can I have some sugars, please? 5. But yeah, I was just happy to hear from him. I was happy to be able to say, like, how I felt.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, they will.
How I felt years ago when it all happened between us. I said how I felt then. I said how I feel now. How much he had meant to me in that, you know, and still does. And it just developed from there into more, because, you know, the love had never gone. We just, like, in the past, we couldn't be together. It wasn't possible to be together. We both had kids to raise. As you know, I was going through hell with my kids' dads in court, like fighting custody battles with them and that. He had his kids and a baby mama that wasn't gonna let him have his kids unless he fucking done as he was told. So we did what we had to do to raise our kids and do the best by them, because they were most important to both of us, which is why I was never, like, I was broken-hearted that we couldn't be together, but I was never broken-hearted, like hurt by him. Like, he didn't do anything wrong to me, do you know what I mean? He just had to raise his kids. He had to do the best by his kids, and I had to do the best by mine. And so we agreed that that was what we were going to do, and it broke both our hearts not to be together, but choosing the kids was always going to be the right thing to do for both of us. And I've got so much respect for him because he chose his kids, you know, he done the right thing. Now his kids are both adults, like my youngest two are both adults now. They're similar age, like basically they all went to school together, like all of our kids went to school together, like. So yeah, it's, we've raised our kids, they're all grown up, moving on, doing their own thing, got relationships at work and college, university, whatever. And now we're both free to be together if that's what we want to be, you know. And at the moment, that's the way it is heading. We are happy. We are growing in strength. I mean, like, we both had a lot of healing to be done from our pasts, like separately, individually. We both needed to heal from the past. Like, I obviously have struggled with the last situation I got myself involved in. It really fucked up any idea for me of like having anything ever again. I was like, fuck that, you know what I mean, I'm not going through that shit again. But I really had sort of been gaslit into believing that it was all my fault. Everything was my fault. I done wrong with that. So it's only now that I'm looking at it and I'm like very, very comfortable with how I am, what I am. The fact that Skunky has not had any of those problems with me. We haven't had one single crossword between us since we've been talking, and that was what I was sort of holding back for a lot, was because with the past one it took me a little while to see that nastier side of him come out, to see that he was willing to disrespect me in ways that I wasn't willing to put up with. Like, you're not going to get in my knickers if you're not respecting me, and that's all there is to it. So that was why it had to be the way it was, and now, like, Skunky would never dream of treating me that way. He'd never dream of making me feel shit. If I said to him, you've made me feel shit, you've made me feel like I'm lesser than, which is what I said to Dylan, if I'd said that to Skunky, like, you've made me feel shit today, right, or whatever, you've said something, you've done something, and it's really hurt my feelings, right, then Skunky would do everything in his power to make a change in that, yeah? And why would you? Why would anyone want someone to feel hurt or lesser than? Like, you don't, if you care about someone, and obviously that was said to me, that he cared about me, then you just don't do that. But like, he did, and obviously it was hard for me to get over because I was fucking grieving my dad at the time. So those that make a joke of it is, you know, whatever, like, for you it's funny, of course it is, because you hate me, you all hate me. There's a little tiny group of people on the internet who hate me, and I'm supposed to be worried about it. And the thing is they're all people that have literally nothing going for them. They can't hold on to anything, they can't keep anything alive, because they're always like fucking up or walking away from things just as they've built it up or whatever. And here I am, still doing me 10 years later, still keeping going. You can't out me for things that I've said to you in private, because most of the time, like with what you're saying right now, most of the time I've already said that publicly, or I've spoken on it publicly somewhere. You know, there's literally, I've never held anything back, I've never covered up anything. It's stuff that I don't really talk about very often because it's not nice. I'm not going to sit on the internet and cry about my past, but I've always said that my past, I've had a life, I've lived a life, and it's been quite crazy at times. I'm not covering that fact. And I've got no shame either, no shame at all. Like, look, fun fact, I don't care, I really don't care. You people are the sort of people that I look at and I think, there's nothing you've got going for you that I would want for me. So, and the fact that you're spending more time worried about me while I'm just doing me, that's your problem. That's you that's got a fucking issue, and you that looks like a twat. Keep going, because we both know where it's coming from. We both know who you're doing it for, and that's why that subject came up. And you all know that. You know that I only spoke on it because I can see what you're doing, and he'll see what you're doing as well. So the fact is that I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. I don't care about Dylan anymore. Like, you all think I care about him still, but it's like, actually no, I just fucking care about the way I was treated, and I will always talk on the way I was treated, including the porn thing. I might not fucking talk on the person, one of the people, if I'm in a truce with her. I won't talk on her, but I'll still talk about the porn thing because of how it affected my life. I've got every fucking right to speak on it. I just don't have to mention names, do I? Although I probably will mention some names if I have to. Because why should it be forgotten that people will go that low to try and destroy my character when it obviously didn't work? But that's how far people will go to try and cause me some harm. So Do you like my nails? And they're little red and black Halloween style nails. That's what. There you go. Can you see it? Does it? Anyway, I'm sitting outside my. I'm just been out, got myself some coffee, done some petrol in the car, and me and my boy, I think we're going to go for a little walk. I'm going to walk around the field together. I might walk and he'll jog, but I'll do 1 lap and he'll do 4 or 5, but you know, yeah. I think it's it just says a lot about you guys. It says a lot about the mental health going on as well. Like, if you're that wrapped up in me talking about my life and my business, then you're not in your own life, in your own business, are you? You're not fixing shit because you're running away from it by coming on here and doing drama instead. And the other one is obviously behind the scenes doing just as much drama as she always has. Yeah, doing the other one's right there behind you, obviously on the phone with you 24/7, talking shit about me, which says a lot for their mental health and how far it's come in with all of the, yeah, what a load of bullshit. You're all a bunch of liars, aren't you? You're just fake as fuck. Anyway, see you later. Bye.